Alright guys, here's a little arm workout to tone up the arms and make the shoulders nice and strong and stable. So I'm going to start off with some hand weights. I've just got 1.5k here, but it's up to you. You can go up as high as you like or as low as you like. If you haven't got any hand weights, then you could just use a couple of tins of beans or water bottles. So we're going to think about the Pilates standing first. So feet hip width apart, lifting up through the arch a little bit, pushing down through the big toes slightly just to get that little lift through the arch. Lift and separate the toes, soften the knees, tucking the bottom under, using those abdominals to tuck under a little bit. Ribs down, chest open, chin tucked, and then I just want you to think about lifting up towards the front here. Now my arms are pretty strong, and with these 1.5s, with all of this posture that I'm thinking about, that's relatively difficult. So I don't want you to think about lifting up heavy weights to get good tone through the arms. You can probably get some good results with the lighter ones, if not better results. So just lifting up to the front there, thinking about just going to level with the shoulder, keeping the elbows relatively soft. So just a nice relaxed bend in the elbow, well, straight, just not locked. Right? Good. I'm not going to be counting massively here, but if you want to, for future reference, if you think about doing 20 on each arm, so that's 40 lifts altogether. Do a little bit less if you're doing heavier weights. Good. Be careful not to lean backwards into it. Notice that my shoulders are above my hips and above my feet. If you want to think a little bit more about the posture, then I have got some posture videos for you to look at. Good. Keep your breathing relaxed. Good. One more each side, and I reckon that's about 20. Good. And then we're just taking the arms out to the side. These are called flies. So your elbows are bent for these ones and the weights meet. And then they come up here so the elbows are level. You'll see me from the side. The elbows are level with the hands, level with the shoulders. So you're coming up and opening out. Think a bit like a gorilla, maybe. Again, just thinking about the posture. Your knees are a little bit bent, your feet are hip width apart, your abdominals are working. Your head's up, your chin's tucked and in line. So we look about doing about 30 of these ones out to the side. You'll feel your deltoids working, you'll feel, that's this muscle here. Your upper traps, which is the one between your ear and your shoulder, shouldn't be working too much. So each time you push the arms up, think about pushing the shoulders down. Cool. 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm just going to come over to this wall here. If you've got a chair, then use a chair to sit down on. I'm just going to prop my bum right on the edge and my feet right out in front here. So what I'm thinking of doing is going to move away from that plant there. What I'm going to think about doing is leaning forwards and keeping the back absolutely straight. We're taking the arms out to the side, so we're using those back muscles. Good. Again, we're thinking about doing 30 of these. 6, scoop in that lower tummy, don't just prop yourself forwards. The weights meet underneath your legs there. And the elbows stay soft. Two more. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to do a few more exercises lying on our backs next. So we can do a roll down, turn to the side, weights out in front of you, and then tuck the chin, curling down all the way, scoop in through the tummy, all the way to the bottom. So after those arm exercises, it's quite nice to use the weights to let yourself hang there. Good, arms and head nice and heavy. Alright, and then we're going to come down, if you bend your knees, down onto the floor, and just come around onto your backs with the weights to start with down by your sides. Tuck the chin, open the chest, melt the ribs down, find that little arch in the back, feet hip width apart, and we're going to have the arms up in front of us to start with the palms facing in. So you're going to lift up and drop down. If you lift up and drop down. Now if you want to lay lengthways on the roller for this one, it can be quite nice just to use the roller head on, bum on, feet on the floor. But I'm going to demonstrate here without, because I know most of you won't have the full length foam roller, but if you do, then it's a nice one to use. If you just tighten up through your pelvic floor here, and then you can be using your deep abdominals at the same time. As you're lifting and lowering, I want you to think about keeping the elbows straight and just moving those shoulder blades around the chest wall. Now if you settle somewhere in the middle, it means that the shoulder blades aren't just balanced straight on the floor there, they're just lifted, and so it means you just have to use the muscles around the shoulder blades a little bit. And we're just going to split through the arms here. I always call these soldier arms for some reason. One weight goes down, one goes up. You can just touch the floor and then come up, and what you have to do is work through your abdominals a little bit as you go there. And the arms are having to work to stabilize and to move and lift the weights. So it gives you nice good toning around the back and around the arms. Good, good. Just as you're doing it, feel your feet firmly down into the floor. Feel your knees hip width apart as well. Feel those abdominals working, those deep abdominals. Target them by tightening through the pelvic floor. And what I want you to think about is not lifting that rib up. So that when the arm goes up, let the rib stay down, or hold the rib down. Good. Keep breathing. And we're going to do 4 more. 2, 3. Last one. Okay, bring those arms up into that rest position out in front again, and then we're going to take the arms out to the side, so another set of what we call flies, but just targeting slightly different muscles. Remember to hold the little arch in the back so the pelvis is in a neutral position. You can use those deep abdominals. You soften at the elbows for this one, so make sure the elbow is nice and soft as the arms come down, and feel like you're controlling around the shoulder blades as you do it. Good, keeping the ribs down the whole time. My ribs are wanting to lift up as I take the arms out to the side. Good. If any of you know your Pilates, you could do it with your legs up in tabletop here. Just gives you a little bit more of an abdominal workout. And makes the arms work a little bit harder as well, because you've got less stability on the floor. Good, let's do 3 more. 2, 3. I'm going to put those legs down so I can demonstrate the next one. So we are doing triceps next. So make sure that your elbows are pointing straight up towards the sky. Sky in my case, ceiling maybe in your case, depends on where you manage to do it. Tuck that chin, and you're tapping the shoulders with the weights, and you're going all the way straight. Okay. So let's keep going. I want you to, as you push the arms straight, just think about those abdominals working a little bit. Or your feet are hip width apart. And why not have those legs in tabletop if you want to work those abdominals at the same time. So my triceps are starting to burn a little bit here. This is one of the areas that all of us are very keen to tone up. So let's do 10 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well done. 7, 9, 10. And if you can, get like extra 5 out. 2. Tap the shoulders. 3, 4, 5. Amazing. Bring those down to the side and onto the floor, and the legs down one at a time. Alright, so I've saved the best to last, you guys. We're going to do some press ups. So you've activated those triceps nicely for this set of press ups here. You're going to be, you've got 3 different options. You can do a box press up, which is here, and the hands and knees coming down and straight back up again. A half press up is with the legs back there, folded over if you want to, and we're lowering the whole body there and back up again. Obviously your full press ups here. Let's see if I can not embarrass myself. The full press up there. If you have any wrist problems, if you've still got your weights there, one way of doing it is on the weights. Make sure you're on a nice flat bit of the weights there. You can have them pointed forwards. Sometimes it's a little bit awkward to do, but it can take the pressure off the wrists a little bit. Okay, so let's do a couple of sets of these press-ups. My choice is the half press-ups. I can get more of these out. So let's see if we can do 2 sets of 20. So bottom under, tummy in, hands as wide as your mat. And then we're just lowering and lifting. 2, 4, 5, 6. Instead of stopping, if you need to stop, go back to the level below, which might be that box press up. 2 more, and then the last 10. 2, 4, 5, 6. If you want to, 7, 8. 2 more. Brilliant. So we're just going to come down onto the floor here, and what I want to do is just pulse the hands up and down here, just to, I think they call it supersetting in the business. Stretch your fingertips down towards your toes and pulsing up and down. So it's your rest in between these press ups, but it's good to do a little bit of something here, keeping that chin tucked. Good stuff. Right, can we get another set of 20 out here? The reason for coming forwards is to take you off the kneecaps. If your kneecaps are feeling it a little bit, come forwards there and drop the bum down just a little bit in line, bum squeezed, and then we've got our final 20. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. So I'm feeling pretty tired there. I'm going to bring my legs in and I'm going to do box press ups for the last few. I'd rather get nice big full press ups in. Keep the tummy tight. 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 10. Amazing. Right, come into sitting, and I just think we need to do a few stretches there so our arms aren't aching too much tomorrow. Drop one back. We all know that this tricep stretch, but come up tall. Drop the ribs down, drop the shoulders down, and squeeze in through that lower tummy. Good. And the other side. And the other thing that you might feel a little bit from these exercises is your neck. So your upper traps, it's quite easy to work those too hard just when you're a little bit inexperienced and you're not dropping the shoulders down enough. So we're just going to drop the head over to one side and pull over with that hand. Keep up tall. Good. Make sure you keep good posture even through the stretches. Good, and then coming over to the other side. Good work. Okay, so there's your short toning workout for the arms. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a little thumbs up if you did. Give me a comment in the comment box, and remember to subscribe.